Thorn saw me speak and immediately beamed with joy. He had long been dissatisfied with Lyra. He always felt that not only was her bloodline impure, but there was also a scheming look in her eyes. If it weren't for Corbin liking Lyra, he wouldn't have allowed such a she-wolf into the tribe at all. At this moment, seeing me relent, he was naturally overjoyed. He said, Alara, I can't promise everything, but there are a few things I can absolutely do. First, dividing the hunting ground. As long as you become mate, I'll immediately go to the tribal council of elders to arrange the witnessing for the hunting grounds and territory marks at home. My 2 sons will each inherit 40 of the ruling right, and the remaining 20 will be reserved for our retirement. Second, Thorn drawled, casting a disdainful glance at Kale before continuing slowly. Our Iron Howl tribe values rules the most. Corbin would never cause a scandal of entangling with his future mate's cousin at the Moon Goddess Festival. As for the last point, after becoming mate, all your territories and resources must be registered under your wolf mark. As soon as these words were spoken, everyone present gasped. This was almost like giving the entire tribe's assets to Alara. The Iron Howl tribe really went all out for Corbin's marriage. Only Kale's family, Lyra, and Isolde looked grim. Thorn's words were practically calling them shameless to their faces. I listened quietly and nodded. Others might not discern the truth in these words, but I knew. In the previous life, after Lyra's death, Corbin followed the tribe's arrangements and partnered with another woman. Although Corbin didn't love her, he still treated her with utmost care. The family's territory and hunting ground marks were all registered under that woman's wolf mark, leaving nothing under his own name. If I could be with such a wolf, even if he didn't love me, he wouldn't harm me. What's more, with the information advantage from my rebirth, I may not need to rely on a male to survive. It's just that times are harsh on female wolves now. If I don't form a bond, Garrick and Alara will be criticized and bear a bad reputation. I don't care what happens to me, but I can't drag them into criticism. I said, all right, I'll think about it. Hearing this, Corbin's parents were stunned for a moment, then showed satisfied smiles. But Lyra, who had been watching from the side, couldn't sit still anymore. She angrily looked at Thorn. Why, that's not what you said before. You clearly said only 30 of the hunting ground. Besides, you never said you'd transfer all the territory marks under my wolf crest's name. Thorn frowned at her. Since you made the pact with Corbin, every bloodline nourishment you received, every moonlight ceremony you attended, weren't they all provided by our tribe? I made this decision because I was afraid you'd ruin the tribe. Besides, how do your bloodline and looks compare to Alara? I just like Alara, and am willing to hand over everything. So what? Lyra's face turned pale with anger, and she looked at Corbin with tears in her eyes. Are you just going to watch them bully your future mate? Corbin looked at her coldly. Miss Shadowmane, watch your words. I am no longer your future mate. Lyra was at a loss for words, burying herself in Kale's arms, sobbing. Seeing our families settle the marriage with just a few words, Kale's face grew even more displeased. He pushed Lyra away and stormed over to me. Alara, you are my future mate. Have you considered my feelings when you talk about bonding with someone else right in front of me?